Hey everyone, I thought I'd make a video with my new selfie stick, which I've been wrestling with this thing all afternoon, and now I can see why selfie sticks have gone the way of the dodo bird. I picked this up at Savers for $1.99. It had an iPhone connector on it, and much to my chagrin, that iPhone connector only works on older iPhones, because when I try it with this one, sometimes I get sound, sometimes I don't. So after about 100 sound checks and tests, I gave up. And to activate the shutter, I'm gonna go old school and push the button. But I want to start, I think this is going to be the first of a series that I'm going to call Listening to Music. Listening to music, and not listening to gear, not listening to streaming, actually listening to music, not using it as background while you're buried on your iPhone or anything like that. And if you are a fan of classic rock, jazz, folk, country, hip-hop, rap, well, what I'm about to show you is must-have in every collection. And that is not hyperbole, that is fact. I'm not going to talk about vinyl on this video, although in future ones I may. I'm going to talk about a collection of 14 compact discs. That's this guy right here. Richard Wagner's Der Ring des Nibelungen. 14 compact discs conducted by the great Sir Georg Solti. Wagner was a jerk. I'm going to say it right now. The man was a jerk. Read about him, read about his philosophies. He was a jerk. But he wrote what may be music's greatest achievement. What I'm holding in my hand may be the greatest recording in human history. Also not hyperbole, fact. BBC polls several times have had this rank as the greatest recording of all time. Penguin's Guide to Compact Disc ranked it as one of the great achievements of the gramophone. And you don't have to be a fan of opera or a fan of classical music, just a fan of recorded music in history. This is history. This was recorded between 1958 and I believe 1966. This is the second remastering of this set. The first one, from what I've read, was loaded with tape hiss. This is the second remastering. It was done using state-of-the-art noise reduction techniques. There is no tape hiss on this collection, none. This is from the 1990s. They did another one in the 2000s in I guess it's a white box. I'd love to find this on vinyl. I don't know if it exists or not, but this is on the Decca label. It's tagged Decca, the opera company. If you may have heard pieces of this, of course the most famous one is Ride of the Valkyries. If you have seen the Bugs Bunny cartoon, which lampoons opera, it's known as Kill the Wabbit. Elmer Fudd sings it while he's hunting Bugs Bunny. If you've seen the great Coppola film, Apocalypse Now, when General Kilgore, played by the great Robert Duvall, bombs and napalms a Vietnamese village. Ride of the Valkyries is the music that plays during that scene, and a lot of folks in the movie industry and in cinematography think it's the perfect marriage of cinema and music. I saw an interview with Walter Murch, who I believe also worked on Star Wars and was a sound editor and film editor, worked on Apocalypse Now, and he talked about the securing of the rights to not just Ride of the Valkyries, but the version recorded by Solti in this collection, and that was the only one that would work and the only one that would do. But anyways, I'm hoping to introduce you to this recording. I can't say enough good things about it. Yeah, it's a long listen, but you know, people will binge watch. Why can't they binge listen? Hope you enjoyed this video, perhaps the first in a series, and maybe more to come. Take care for now.